how you doing? I've been kind of experiencing a little bit of anger. I want you to let me know how you're doing as well. Kind of just want to document this today. Like I say before, like I always say, I treat my channel like a digital diary. So here we are today. Currently going through something. Kind of angry at somebody. A very close friend who kind of did me wrong. And I've had a lot of time to reflect on it and think about what steps led to the outcome of where our friendship is at now. One thing I've always struggled with a lot is accountability. I never wanted to be accountable. I never felt I had to be accountable. I just basically played victim in every situation. And even if I was in the right in a scenario or this situation where I have a right to feel the way that I do, there's still ways that I'm learning that are healthier options to cope with whatever I'm feeling emotionally. So I've always been the type of person that will go out of my way for every and anybody, especially when it comes to friends and people that I care about. I will do it so much to the point to where I'll tire myself out and I won't realize it. And more times than not, it will lead to my own exhaustion. It will lead to my own anger. Because more times than not, the people that I go out of my way for aren't deserving of it. But when you have a connection towards somebody, whether they're a friend, family, relationship, whatever they are, you begin to feel a responsibility, even if that responsibility is not yours. So I forgave a friend of mine at the end of last year, and we got close again. And I've known this person for over 10 years, since we were in middle school. And we've been on and off friends throughout all these years. They've had a lot of issues. I've had a lot of issues. But I've always come back around. I've always felt it my duty to be a good friend, no matter what the situation is. No matter how I feel that you've done me in the past, I always have been an advocate for leaving the past where it is and moving forward and growing as a person, so you don't have to hold on to that weight. So this person did again what they've done a million times. They got in a relationship and, cut me off again in so many words. And it brought me a lot of anger, especially, earlier on this week. I was really, really resentful. And I didn't want to forgive them. A part of me still doesn't. I'd never actually forgave them yet. Talk to them about forgiveness, because I kind of just stopped talking to them and I left it where it was, so I could, understand everything, put all the pieces together myself. What I've learned more and more in my journey as a person, growing as a spiritual person, growing as an individual, is that I cannot control all outcomes of life. And unfortunately, a lot of those outcomes in life are going to be dark, negative, not what I asked for. Well, it's a good thing that the world doesn't revolve around me, because I don't get what I ask for every time. And I'm growing more accustomed to that. I'm learning, and I'm becoming better with accepting that. And maybe accepting isn't the right word that I should be using, because for me, I can't accept something that I don't like, but I can learn to live with it. And that's more so what I've been doing with a majority of things in my life. Not even just with this friend, with the majority of things. I was beating myself up a lot about it. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I'm always the one that goes out of my way for everybody, going through all the scenarios in my head, and I'm blaming them, I'm blaming this, I'm blaming that. I didn't turn the blame towards myself at all. But there's a lot of things maybe I could have done better in the past. Who knows? Regardless of whatever I feel or think, I can't control every narrative in life. No matter what I think, no matter what I believe, even if my intentions were good, no matter what I do in life, no matter what you do in life. You might have done something out of the kindness of your heart, out of love, out of joy, out of respect for a person. But that was still a choice. I didn't have to choose to forgive this person all these times over again. I could have spared my own heartache. I didn't have to choose to forgive. A choice doesn't have to be negative for it to bring consequences. And that's what I'm learning more and more. I made the conscious decision to come back, allow them back into my life, allow their energy back into my life. And with that, the same energy that I felt before followed, because I allowed it to. I say all that to ask you how you're doing today, because maybe you're going through something similar. Maybe you're having a hard time accepting a certain situation in your life, a certain outcome of something. Maybe you're feeling grief. Maybe you're feeling happy. Maybe you're feeling sad. Maybe you'll feel happy or sad today, but the next day you'll feel the opposite about something that is out of your control. And I'm here to tell you that I'm with you. I know it's hard sometimes, and trust me, I really know that right now. But the sooner we accept the fact that we cannot control every single narrative in our life, the better off we will become as an individual. And that's a tough pill to swallow. Trust me, I know. I really hope that you're finding peace in whatever you can right now, in the moment for today. I always get ahead of myself and try to make these plans for the future, what I'll do to fix certain things, certain relationships, or certain things in my life. But truthfully, I dig myself in a deeper hole every time I try to plan for the future, because this moment is all I have to plan for, to live for. And the more that we continue to try to figure out and pull pieces from something we just don't understand, the more hurt we're going to become. I want you to leave in the comments and tell me about your day. Tell me about your life. Tell me about what you're going through. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you can't. And if you can't, that's amazing. Maybe you just needed to hear some positivity. Maybe you just stumbled across this video. I don't know. No matter what it is, I want you to know I'm rooting for you. There's a lot going on in everybody's lives. And sometimes I have to stop myself and take that into account. I may be mad at this person, but I might not know the dark things that they're thinking about, they're feeling, that they're going through. I don't always know everything, and that's okay. So if I'm able to be still and accept what I can, or at least deal with what I can, and leave the rest in God's hands, or leave the rest at least somewhere, so that I don't have to carry that baggage, I'll be okay. And I believe that you will be as well. I hope that the rest of today brings you an abundance of joy and love and positivity, no matter what state of mind you're in, no matter what emotions you're feeling. I'm with you, and I'm urging you to find the best in what you can right now. And I know that's not always easy. Let me know how your day is going. I'm pretty much just checking in, and I'm also venting to you. Hopefully you can vent to me. This is what life's about, and I'm trying to learn more and more. And I'm trying to become unselfish, more unselfish, continuing to work on myself every single day. And I think that's the key to happiness. That's the key to ultimate happiness and growth. Thank you for watching. I'll be checking in soon. And for today, just do what you can for today. Some things are out of your control. I love you.